You mentioned briefly a little bit about a level 6. That level 6 is a special goal that we have set about. What, can you expand on that just a little bit more?
Well, in some ways, 6 is, it sort of has its mystique in the actuarial world because it's the score that corresponds to a passing score on a real exam.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was sort of logical to make that the target level. But it also allows us to give enough spread of range so it's not just easy, medium, hard, that it's actually a continuum of difficulties.
Right. So what we're really wanting people to do is to use ADAPT, and they'll see their earned level when they get done with an exam. We'll grade it for them. Yep. And then we want them, by the time they take the test, to at least achieve a level of 6. And then we think that they're well prepared for the exam if they've accomplished that.
Correct. And also, after you take an exam, it's not just that it scores it for you, but you also then get a section-by-section breakdown of going back to the actual Society of Actuaries syllabus. The sections in the ADAPT system correspond directly to what the SOA syllabus has on it.
Okay.
And so it will tell you exactly which sections the questions you missed came from. So if it's conditional probability, it will say, okay, that's a particular topic you need to study on. And so hopefully you can then, between tests, look at whatever other materials you have, whether it be a book or a study manual, bone up on those few segments where you had troubles. And not spend the whole time going back through sections you already know perfectly well. I find oftentimes students will lose time because they feel like they've got to do it all. Well, if you have a section down well, maybe you don't need to do all the questions in that section.
Right.
If we can identify which sections you need to spend your time on, you can be much more efficient in the way you study.
Right. And I know there's a natural tendency to spend more time on the sections you feel comfortable with because you have success, but one of the nice things about ADAPT is we can take you where you're at in the sections you're doing poorly at and build that success, that confidence, and so that you can bring those weak areas up that if you were left to your own, you may be discouraged on those sections and kind of put that off till the end and really never get to it. And hopefully you'll be more well-rounded by using the ADAPT.
I think, and that's where I say ADAPT, while it's not the overnight product that everybody would love to have something, 2 hours study, I'm ready.
Right.
It's not going to happen in actuarial. But we can actually help you study better. We can help you study more efficiently and actually in the long run save time by taking this 3-hour practice test and getting an idea of what sections to concentrate on. You are not spending time going back over things you already know.
Sure.
Which ultimately doesn't do much. It might make you feel good, but it doesn't help you move toward passing.
Right.